Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel that is 5am Tales. Deep inside Karnataka's rainforest lies a place where mist never seems to live, where ancient trees hide countless secrets, and where people have passed down stories of a mysterious guardian for generations. Many villagers believe that anyone who enters the forest with respect has nothing to fear, but those who disturb nature invite their own misfortune. This is the traditional folklore of the king cobra of Agumbe, a story of respect, nature, and one of the world's most extraordinary snakes. Nestled in the lush western Ghats of Karnataka is the beautiful village of Agumbe, often called the Cherrapunji of South India because of its heavy rainfall. Agumbe is famous for breathtaking sunsets, evergreen forests, rich diversity, and one remarkable resident, the king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake. Scientists know Agumba is one of the best places to study king cobras, but alongside scientific knowledge, the forests are also home to traditional stories passed from generation to generation. Many local families tell a folklore that the king cobra is not merely a snake, it is remembered as the silent guardian of the rainforest. This story is one such traditional legend, shared through oral tradition. While it is not a historical account, it reflects the deep respect many communities have for nature and wildlife. Long ago, according to local folklore, Agumbe's rainforest was even denser than it is today. Towering trees blocked much of the sunlight, clear streams flowed through the forest, birds filled the air with their songs, wild animals moved freely beneath the thick green canopy. The villagers believed the forest itself was alive. Every tree had a purpose, every river had a spirit, every animal played an important role. Among all the creatures, none inspired more respect than the king cobra. Unlike many other snakes, the king cobra rarely attacked humans unless it felt threatened. Because of this, elders taught children an important lesson: do not fear the forest, respect it. One evening, a young woodcutter named Devanna entered the rainforest to collect fallen branches for his family. The sky grew darker. Heavy rain began to fall. Soon, Devanna realized he had wandered far from the familiar path. The forest became silent. Even the birds had stopped singing. Then he heard the soft rustling of leaves nearby. Slowly, a magnificent king cobra rose before him. Its hood spread wide. Its eyes remained fixed on the frightened young man. Devanna stood frozen. He remembered his grandfather's words: stay calm, do not harm the forest, and the forest will not harm you. Would this encounter become the end of his journey or the beginning of a story that villagers would remember for generations? What happened next convinced many villagers that the king cobra was more than just a snake. It was the silent guardian of Agumbe's forest. Devana stood completely still. The king cobra remained before him, its hood spread wide. The rain continued to fall. The only sounds were the drops striking the leaves and Devana's racing heartbeat. He remembered every word his grandfather had taught him. Never try to frighten a snake, never throw stones, never disturb the forest. Stay calm and respect every living creature. Taking a slow breath, Devana folded his hands in respect. He neither ran nor tried to attack. For several long moments, nothing happened. Then, according to local folklore, the king cobra slowly lowered its hood. Instead of moving toward Devanna, it turned and silently glided deeper into the forest. Relieved, Devanna thanked the forest and began following the direction in which the snake had disappeared. As he carefully walked forward, Devana suddenly stopped. Only a few steps ahead, the ground had completely collapsed. Heavy rain had washed away part of the forest trail, leaving a deep ravine hidden beneath leaves and mud. Had he continued walking in the opposite direction, he might have fallen into it. Devana looked back toward the place where he had first seen the king cobra. The snake was gone. Only the sound of the rain remained. When he finally returned to his village, he shared what had happened. Some villagers believed it was simply a coincidence. Others believed the king cobra had unknowingly prevented him from walking toward danger. From that day onward, the story became one of the many traditional tales told around Agumbe. But years later, another event strengthened the villagers' belief that the rainforest always protects those who protect it. One evening, the village elder gathered the children beneath a large banyan tree. He pointed toward the rainforest and said, "Children, never think that the forest belongs to us. We belong to the forest." He explained that the king cobra is an important part of nature. It helps maintain balance by feeding on other snakes and playing its role in the rainforest ecosystem. The elder reminded everyone when humans respect nature, nature often gives back in unexpected ways. The children listened carefully. From that day, they learned never to harm wildlife without reason. Instead, they learned to observe, respect, and protect the forest. As generation passed, the story of Devanna and the king cobra spread from village to village. Whether understood as folklore or simply as a lesson about living in harmony with nature, the story inspired people to respect Agumbe's remarkable rainforest. The story of the king cobra of Agumbe is not only about folklore, it is also about one of the most fascinating creatures found in the forests of India. The king cobra is known as the world's longest venomous snake. It can grow to impressive lengths and is respected for its intelligence, alertness, and important role in the ecosystem. Unlike the frightening image many people imagine, king cobras generally avoid humans and prefer to escape rather than attack. The forests of Agumbe provide the perfect environment for these magnificent reptiles. The thick rainforests, streams, and rich biodiversity make it one of the most important places for understanding and protecting king cobras. For generations, local communities have lived alongside these snakes. They understood something important. The forest does not exist only for humans. Every creature has a role, every living being is connected. According to traditional folklore, the king cobra became a symbol of the forest's protective spirit. The elders of Hagombe often shared stories to teach younger generations an important lesson. Do not destroy what you do not understand. A snake may look dangerous, a forest may look mysterious, but behind every creature is a purpose created by nature. The legend of the king cobra teaches us that fear can be replaced with understanding, respect can replace hatred, and knowledge can replace superstition. The villagers did not see the king cobra only as a creature to fear. They saw it as a reminder that humans and nature must live together. But the biggest mystery of Agumbe is not why people fear the king cobra. It is why this dangerous looking creature has earned so much respect and admiration. The story of Agumbe's king cobra carries a powerful message. Nature is not our enemy. The forests, rivers, and animals around us are part of a larger balance. When we enter nature with greed and destruction, we create problems. But when we enter with respect and responsibility, we discover the beauty of the natural world. The king cobra folklore reminds us courage is not about removing fear. Courage is about understanding what we fear. Respect is the bridge between humans and nature. The misty forests of Agumbe continue to hold countless stories. Some are written in books, some are preserved through science, and some live through the voices of villagers who have shared them for generations. The legend of the king cobra reminds us that every forest has a story, every creature has a purpose, and every tradition carries a lesson. As we leave the mysterious forests of Agumbe, remember the greatest guardians of nature are not always the strongest creatures. Sometimes they are the ones that teach us respect, balance, and harmony. If the story fascinated you, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to 5 a.m. Tales for more incredible legends, folklore, and hidden stories of Karnataka. Until our next journey, respect nature, protect wildlife, keep exploring stories. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.